Hi YouTube, it's your IFBB Bikini Pro, Lisette Howard, and welcome to part one of my fitness lifestyle tips series. I received tons of questions from you guys and a lot of different comments on my social media and comments on these videos and tons of emails asking me some really specific questions on things that you guys aren't sure about or that you haven't really found research on. And a lot of it is just suggestions on things that I do and I incorporate into my fitness lifestyle. So I said, you know what, it's a new year. Let's put together a series where every week I bring you guys some great tips and even some fitness hacks or some nutritional guidance tips to help you stay consistent. So this is part one. And in today's video, we're going to talk about overcoming plateaus. Plateaus is something that all of us, competitors, non-competitors, professional athletes, plateaus are something that everyone that I've worked with has encountered. And it's something that at times, if you don't apply certain things, can really stagnate your progression in terms of your weight loss or if you're doing a body transformation, whatever it is that you're doing, trying to put on lean muscle mass. Plateaus are definitely something that become a little bit tough to overcome. So I wanted to share with you guys 4 tips to help you surpass these plateaus if you've reached one in the past, or if you're starting to see that your progression is starting to stagnate. I think these tips are really going to help you guys move forward and kind of really elevate your training or elevate your weight loss and take it to the next level. All right, so tip number 1 is one that I think you guys are going to question a little bit, but if you've worked with me or if you've seen some of my other videos or if you've seen any of the transformations on my client spotlights on social media, then you know that I am a big believer in, and that is including a cheat meal into your program. And when I talk about a cheat meal, I'm not talking about like a cheat day where you just go, balls to the wall and eat whatever you want. And the cheat meal is not there as it's not really used as, a reward for staying consistent all week long. Even though a cheat meal, yes, of course, it's a reward. You've done a great job. You've been very consistent. You want to eat something that you like. Yes, absolutely. It's a great thing to use to keep you motivated. But a cheat meal serves a much stronger and more important purpose than just a reward. So there is a hormone in your body called leptin. And leptin is basically almost, you can consider it as your metabolic regulator. What happens when you're following a low-calorie diet for a consistent period of time or for a prolonged period of time is that as your calories are dropping and are lower and lower and lower, slowly but surely your metabolism starts to slow down a little bit with it. Basically, your leptin levels start to drop. So your body is basically saying, I'm starving, I'm hungry, I am expelling more calories, so I'm burning more calories than the calories that I'm receiving. And therefore, that hormone is telling your body that it's got to get into survival mode and it's got to store all of the excess little bit of fat because it doesn't know when it's going to get fed again. So by re-stimulating your metabolism and re-stimulating or reinvigorating your metabolism and your leptin levels through a cheat meal, you're basically telling your body, look, there's ample amounts of food. I have tons of food resource and nutritional resource. We can keep burning calories, no problem, because we're not in survival mode. So by increasing your carbs and your fats and your sugars, you're basically telling your body, hey, there's plenty of food. There's no need to store anything. Let's keep burning calories as we're used to. So business as usual. And you'll see that your body is going to slowly start to kind of re-stimulate itself and start losing weight again because you introduced an element that your body wasn't used to. Tip number 2 is probably another one that you guys probably don't want to hear, but it absolutely works, and it is very, very, very important if you are training for a long period of time or working out consistently for a long period of time, and that is to take some time off. Taking time off is extremely important, especially if you've been pushing yourself with cardio and working out every day. Taking a week or 2 off completely from your program, if you've been following something rigorous for 10 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, is a great way to tell your body, all right, let's rest, let's start recovering, let's start the recovery process, let's get ourselves back to neutral, let's get back to homeostasis. And when you reintroduce a workout program or a nutritional program or a good conditioning program, your body is just going to respond so much better. You know what happens when we're training in the gym? You go to the gym to destroy your muscle. You don't go to the gym to grow and change and repair. When you're constantly training and constantly doing cardio and in a low-calorie diet, you're not allowing your body to repair itself. You're not allowing your body to recover. So it's in a constant state of like agitation because it's trying to repair itself, but then you're training again the next day and training again the next day. So it's very, very important to take a little bit of time off and say, you know what, I'm going to take the next 3 days off, the next weekend off, or a whole week or two off. Reset your body, let your body heal and recover. And when you come back into a training program or you come back into a workout routine, you're going to see that your body is going to respond so much better. Tip number 3 is basically to change up what you're doing. If you've been doing the same thing, the same workouts, the same classes, the same spin class 3 times a week, yoga once a week, you go running every weekend, you do the same thing over and over for a long period of time, your body's going to catch up. Your body's going to get really used to your routine. It's going to know what you're doing like the back of its hand. And it's not going to necessarily have to work as hard to get you through those exercises. Basically, your body's going to hit a little bit of a plateau because you're conditioning your heart, your aerobic strength has increased, your muscle mass has increased. Your body's like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm strong enough to go running for 3 miles, or I'm strong enough to finish this spin class without a problem. It's not working as hard to get through those workouts. So by changing things up a little bit, so instead of doing a spin class 3 times a week, get yourself a personal trainer, go work out in the gym, resistance train once or twice a week. Keep your spin class, but instead of doing your spin class every other day, introduce it once a week and maybe throw in like an Orange Theory class. Or X-nay on the classes, maybe do something a little bit different. Maybe go do some kickboxing and then weight training once a week. I mean, weight training is always a great thing to introduce because a lot of us ladies don't love to weight train. I mean, I do, but this is what I do for a living and I really truly enjoy it. But I know a lot of you are very afraid of, getting bulky and starting to look masculine. And that, I think we've already dispelled that myth a million times. I weight train every day, 5 to 6 times a week. And I mean, I personally don't think I look very masculine. If anything, I feel like I look more sculpted. But weight training burns more calories than just doing cardio alone. So if you introduce some weight training into your fitness plan, or you just change things up a bit, if you're like, you know what, I've been doing Pilates for 2 years, and now I kind of have that Pilates look, but I want to look a little bit different. Why has my body plateaued or stagnated? Switch things up, throw in a spin class or throw in an Orange Theory, or get in the gym and start weight training. Those are really great ways to kind of make your body work harder, or throw something in there where your body's not expecting it. And it's like, wow, maybe I was conditioned in this way. And I got these Pilates classes, like, no one's business. They're so easy for me. But then the moment you start doing some sprints, or the moment you do a spin class, you're like, wow, I've never worked my heart this hard. So by changing things up and keeping your workouts, even in your training routine, keep it dynamic. So if you're doing the same body parts every other day, the same thing, the same routine, throw in a day of plyometrics, or throw in a day where you're not doing bis and tris, you're doing shoulders and glutes. Split up your body parts. Making changes to your training split and your just fitness program is going to be a great way to overcome plateaus. It's going to really push your body to the next level. Trust me, you're going to see some really great changes if you do that. My last and final tip, so tip number 4, is introduce some high intensity interval training into your fitness program. High intensity intervals is basically spiking and dropping your heart rate through methods of cardio. So for example, doing plyometrics, doing the battle rope, doing the jump rope, anything that's going to spike your heart rate and then decrease it and then spike it is an amazing way for you to really accelerate your body's progress. It's something that I always incorporate into my program and I preach tons of. And if you've purchased my 8-week bikini body transformation program, then you know that there's an entire chapter just on high intensity interval training. So if you guys have been in the gym and you're weight training and you're doing a good fitness program and you've been doing the same cardio, after your workout, 25, 30 minutes, you're on the treadmill and you're doing your walk, or you're on the elliptical and you're like, man, you know what? I used to burn tons of calories and I used to sweat a lot. But now when I get on the elliptical, I have to do more and more cardio just to increase my heart rate. Ditch the elliptical and get yourself some great exercises for high intensity intervals. So one of my go-to ones, which is really my favorite, is that I get on the treadmill and I will sprint full blast for 45 seconds. And then I will walk at an incline for a minute. And then I'll sprint for 45 seconds and I'll walk for a minute. And you really just have to do this for like 15, 20, no more than 25 minutes. Trust me, within 5 minutes, you're gonna be sweating like crazy and you're gonna really make that heart work intensely. Or you can get outside and say, you know what, I'm gonna do some battle ropes and I'm gonna switch it up with some jump ropes. If you've seen my Tabata video, I'll put the link on it under here so you guys can check it out. But doing Tabata is a great way to increase and decrease your heart rate. You can also do plyometrics, do box jumps, do anything that's kind of outside of your regular cardio routine. Or if you're not doing cardio and the only thing you're doing is weight training, then definitely incorporate HIIT 2 times a week. Trust me, you're gonna start to see some great changes because your heart is gonna be working like it's never worked before. I hope you guys have liked this video. Please feel free to leave all of your comments below. Keep your suggestions coming because I'm really going to take your questions and suggestions every week and bring you guys a new video and kind of offer you some hacks, some more tips to kind of help you stay consistent and really help you guys out. There's a lot of things that I do just in my own personal fitness lifestyle program that I think are going to help you guys. So just stay watching and please stay tuned because I'm going to bring you a lot more videos. You already know that. Also, if you guys are looking for a great structured program to help you get on track and help you really achieve the body that you guys want, please visit my website, lisettehoward.com. I'm going to put the link below. I have my 8-week bikini body transformation program, which is a phenomenal plan, great structured plan, over 60 pages of everything you need to know about changing your body. If you're a competitor and you're looking for contest prep, then my new bikini body competition manual is also on my website. That is also a super comprehensive step-by-step instructional guide to help you ladies bring your best body to the stage. And if you want to work with me one-on-one or, nutrition wise, or if you want to get my resistance bands, they're also on my website. So please feel free to visit it. And don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter under LisetteHoward_fitness. I post tons of my client spotlights and just kind of my daily progression and what I'm up to in terms of the fitness world. So please check me out there. And that's pretty much it. Ciao guys, thank you so much for watching.